Hello, I wanted to welcome all of you to the Burlington High School parent meeting for the spring 2017 athletics. The first thing that I want to go over is our mission here at Burlington High School. Our mission is to foster a positive environment where academic and athletic integrity, responsibility, and excellence thrive. We value our student athletes, coaches, and athletic staff members as learners, citizens, and competitors who demonstrate perseverance, dedication to teams, good sportsmanship, and respect for all. This spring season 2017 will have 4 sports taking place for both men and women. We have soccer, tennis, track and field, and golf. And here on the slide it shows you who will be coaching those sports for this season. I highly encourage support from one another, from the parents and from the student athletes, to support the other athletics taking place this season. You can find a list of events that are either home or away, events that are taking place at the link below. This is also a great link if you want to look at results for any of the sports taking place this season. The main reason that we are here is we want to talk with each of you about risks that can occur in participating in high school sports and educate you a little bit about what you can do as parents and athletes to help prevent risks in participating in athletics, and then also provide you with information what we are doing here at the school to help prevent these risks as well. So unfortunately, sport injuries are an ever-present danger. They can occur, we may not know when they will occur, and they can occur unexpectedly. Unfortunately, the worst case scenario is injuries or illnesses can occur that are so severe that they result in death. Student athletes need to listen to their body's condition. They need to listen to whether their body's tired, if they need more rest. They need to listen to their body, and as parents, if athletes are complaining about signs and symptoms, you need to listen to your student athlete as well. Student athletes, it's very common when they get injured or if they're ill that they want to continue to participate. They don't want to let their teammates down, or they have strong dedication or very passionate about their sport that they want to continue to participate. So it's really important to make sure if they're not 100% ready to begin participation again, that you listen to your athlete and the student athlete listens to themselves as well. So what are we doing here at Burlington High School to make athletics safe? We have an athletic trainer on site. His name is Scott Linebaugh. He is on site at the school facilities during before and after school practices. When there is a practice or a competition occurring off-site, he will shuttle back and forth to those practices and be sure to always make a presence and assist coaches as needed. Having Scott present improves the rate of early detection of dehydration, any athletic injuries, or any other sport-related issues as well. We also make sure that our coaches are accredited. They have a coaching certification, they have knowledge, background, and experience prior to coaching the sport in which they will be coaching. We also require that both head coaches and assistant coaches be certified in CPR, AED, and first aid. This has to be a current and up-to-date certification during the season in which they are coaching. We also have AEDs available at all practice and competition facilities. So if it's not a permanent AED, we do have an AED that travels to these facilities to be sure that there is one readily available at all practices and competitions for each sport. We also make sure that all of our coaches are educated on concussions prior to the season beginning. And we also make sure that coaches safely match participants in terms of body dimensions, age, and or level of skill during practices and scrimmages as well. We also have emergency action plans set in place. So we have one big emergency action plan for the school, but then within that we have an emergency action plan for athletics. So it's broken down for each specific facility, and it has it's scenario based for situations that could occur during practices, situations that could occur during competitions. So it's required for all coaches to go through this. We also go through some scenario-based training with our coaches to be sure that they are well educated on our emergency action plan. We also have procedures in our emergency action plan for inclement weather, whether that be during practice for student athletes or during competitions, to make sure that our fans, student athletes, and coaches are safe as well. We also have fitting and equipment checks. So if we provide the equipment for a sport, we make sure that there aren't any recalls on the equipment, that the equipment is properly intact, and then we make sure that each student athlete is fitted to that proper equipment as needed. We also make sure that our facilities are up to date. There aren't any hazards within our facilities, but that we do facility checks, and we also have annual facility checks to make sure that those are up to date and safe for our participants and our fans as well. So, how can you as a parent prevent risks? In the parent handbook was a pre-participation physical examination form. That is a required form for all to fill out. That has to be filled out prior to participation. If your student athlete is complaining about an injury or expressing signs and symptoms of an injury or an illness, be sure to seek medical attention. You can reach out to the coaches and inform them as well. You also want to make sure to listen to what your athlete is telling you. I mentioned this earlier. You don't want to force an athlete to participate or to compete with an injury, or if they're ill, because their condition could get worse. So make sure that you allow time to rest, especially for those athletes that are participating in multiple sports. You want to be sure that you give some buffer time to allow the body to recover and allow the body to rest from continuous strenuous activity. Consent must also be obtained from all student athletes, parents, and guardians prior to participation, and this consent lets us know that you understand the risk that the student athlete is taking and participating, and you also want to make sure that you communicate with coaches and athletic administrators with any questions or concerns that you have. Keep us informed. We will keep you informed of any conditions going on with your student athlete at practices or competitions. The contact information is located in the first page of the athletic handbook. Also within the athletic handbook is the insurance form. We ask that that is filled out along with the pre-participation physical examination form and the consent form. Here is an example of what the pre-participation physical examination form looks like. All three of these forms are due prior to participation. So that is all I have for you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to come up after this meeting and discuss those with me. I want to thank all of you for coming. Don't forget to review the athletic handbook and turn in all three of those required forms prior to participation. Thank you.